Dr. Berry, with summer break coming up, would it be safe to travel and see family?
So, travel is highly variable. It really depends on how you're traveling and who you're traveling to, and also critically, whether or not you're vaccinated. Now, if you are fully vaccinated, the risk of travel is really quite low. I still recommend wearing a mask when you're on the plane because you're sharing an airspace with a lot of people who may or may not be vaccinated. But other than that, it's relatively safe to travel if you are fully vaccinated. But it's important to remember if you're unvaccinated, or certainly if you have unvaccinated people in your life, namely your children, that they are at high risk in those kind of shared airspaces. So if you have unvaccinated kids, at this point we don't recommend putting them on a plane. But there are safer ways to travel. You can drive to nearby places, and you can certainly gather outside. If you're taking your kids to visit family members, it's important to check on the vaccine status of the people that you're visiting. If you're taking an unvaccinated kid to see vaccinated family, that's really quite safe. But if you're taking an unvaccinated child to gather indoors with unvaccinated family, that's a lot of how we're seeing COVID-19 transmitted at this point. And unfortunately, not only does your kid get infected, but then they come home and then they can spread the infection here. So we really recommend for unvaccinated people, it's still important to avoid non-essential travel at this time. If you do have to travel, there are safer ways to do it. Drive, small groups, wear a mask when you're traveling.